From the world's longest river to the world's second largest desert, Africa is home to a variety of natural beauties. Some of the world's tallest, widest, and even largest waterfalls, as well as some of the most spectacular waterfalls, are found in Africa. Africa's waterfalls are similarly remarkable, ranging from the Tugela Falls, which some claim to be the world's tallest, to the mighty Victoria Falls, which has the world's greatest sheet of falling water. Before we get into our top 10 picks for the most beautiful waterfalls in Africa, we would like to welcome those of you who are new to the channel. Please ensure to subscribe as we bring to you informative and interesting videos about our beautiful Africa. Number 10. Kabwelume Falls, Zambia. This collection of 3 tremendous waterfalls, with one spilling into the next, is located 5 kilometers down the Kongou River from the Lumangwe Falls. It is 25 meters deep and nearly 100 meters broad, and its name comes from the mill hard rock. For the locals, the falls are a treasured shrine. Locals believe that the frogs seen here are earthly manifestations of snake spirits, and the spirits forbid the construction of dwellings or any other form of entertainment in the vicinity. A thickly wooded valley and some ancient artwork beautify neighboring rock faces beneath a constant rainbow that can be found beneath the falls. Number 9. Maletsunyane Falls, Lesotho. It's difficult to imagine a more beautiful waterfall than Maletsunyane Falls in terms of sheer beauty. It is one of Africa's highest single drop-in waterfalls, and it is the subject of several local stories, one of which states that the echo generated by tumbling water is actually the wailing of souls who have drowned in the falls. Spooky, right? It creates a mist as the water plunges down a beautiful gorge in a single drop. Kong is the place of smoke, and it receives its name from the mist or the fog. Number 8. Blue Nile Falls, Ethiopia. Tis Abbey, which means big smoke in Ethiopian, is situated on the Blue Nile River, and it is referenced to the amazing spray produced by water, which makes it one of the reasons why the Blue Nile Falls is one of Ethiopia's most popular tourist destinations. A seasonal waterfall with limited water flow during drought and a heavy water flow of over 400 meters in width during its peak season. Not only are the falls famous for tourism, but they also play an important role in environmental conservation due to their significance in the evolution of rare species found only in this area. Number 7. Lofoi Falls, DRC. With an unbroken water drop of 340 meters from its summit, it is one of Central Africa's greatest waterfalls. A famous adventure tourist attraction, it even allows visitors to camp at the top of the waterfall, where they may even enjoy some beautiful views while taking in the vastness of nature. The flow of water is seasonal, with exceptionally high levels during its peak season, producing a dense spray, or some of us can call it a setting spray. Number 6. Wli Waterfall. Wli Falls, also known locally as Agumatsa Waterfall, which means allow me to flow, stands 262 feet tall and is the tallest waterfall in both Ghana and West Africa. It is made up of higher and lower falls and is surrounded by the tropical Agumatsa Wildlife Sanctuary in the Volta region. You can choose between a leisurely stroll along a reasonably flat track that crosses the river several times and a more strenuous journey to the upper falls where you'll have the falls all to yourself. Swimming pools may be found at the base of both falls, and the nature reserve is home to a colony of wild fruit bats. Birders should also keep a watch out for around 200 different bird species. Number 5. Owa Falls, With a height of over 120 meters, Owa Falls is the highest waterfall in Nigeria, with the water flowing across a very short width. People consider it to be one of the most naturally beautiful waterfalls in the region, as well as a major tourist attraction. During its peak season, when the water flow is high, the spray is at its best. Because of the thick vegetation along its sides and the height from which the water pours, the power of its roar is often felt first from a long distance away. The fall provides a great natural setting for nature tourism. The dense vegetation around the waterfall's banks is teeming with indigenous wildlife. While the area has a lot to offer nature lovers, it's the ice-cold water that distinguishes this waterfall, even during months of drought. This must feel pleasant in the dry season. Number 4. Tugela Falls, South Africa. Tugela Falls in South Africa is the world's second highest waterfall, with a total plunge of 948 meters and a series of 5 free-leaping seasonal cascades. Based on obvious differences in the measurement of both waterfalls, some publications suggest that it may even exceed Venezuela's Angel Falls as the world's tallest waterfall. After all, it's a breathtaking sight, plunging in a plume of foam from the top of the amphitheater cliff, the most recognized natural feature in KwaZulu's majestic Natals Royal Natal National Park. Tourists can take the challenging trek to the top of the escarpment for a closer look, or can choose a simpler hike along the Tugela Gorge to the foot of the falls. Number 3. Lumangwe Falls. Lumangwe Falls is another typical block-type fall, which is so similar to Victoria Falls and is frequently confused with the world-famous falls. With a height of 35 meters and a width of 100 meters, it is the tallest waterfall entirely within Zambia. The Kongou River forms a wide veil here, creating spray that rises 100 meters into the air and nourishes a small rainforest on the river's banks. The waterfall is named after Lumangwe, the great snake spirit, who, according to mythology, stretches between the Lumangwe and Kabwelume Falls, and is at its most powerful during the rainy season in April and May. Luma means a combination of heating, motion, while Ngwe means a combination of intensity, force, and substance. Number 2. Kongou Falls, Gabon. The Kongou Falls, located 45 kilometers from Makoko village on the Ivindo River in the Ivindo National Park, is amongst the most stunning in Africa and considered by some as the original Garden of Eden. They are laid out in a sequence of higher and lower falls and stretch over 3 kilometers. To get there, you must travel 3 to 4 hours by river from Makoko in a dugout canoe. The Ivindo's waters run slowly between 2 massive walls of virgin forest, where various types of woodland makes the journey absolutely breathtaking. And the chance to be on one of Africa's few unspoiled rivers is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you and I shouldn't miss. And now, it's time for number 1. Victoria Falls, Zambia and Zimbabwe. Located on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls deserves a place on everybody's Southern Africa bucket list. It is, after all, the world's largest sheet of falling water, measuring 1,708 meters wide and 107 meters tall. The spray thrown up by the Zambezi River's plummeting waves may be seen from 30 miles away, earning it the nickname Mosi Autunia, which translates to the smoke that thunders. Victoria Falls is at its most spectacular during the flood season, that is from February to May, when more than 500 million liters of water pour over the falls every minute. This magnificent sight may be seen from viewpoints at Victoria Falls National Park in Zimbabwe and Mosi Altunya National Park in Zambia. 2/3 of the falls are visible from Zimbabwe, and Zambia offers a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to swim in the so-called Devil's Pool, a natural pool on the edge of the falls. That's it for this list, guys. But before we go, for staying up to this point, here is the bonus point. Another amazing waterfall is the Kalandula Waterfalls. The Kalandula Falls are located in Angola on the Lukala River, a tributary of the Kwanza River. They are Africa's second most important waterfalls, located 420 kilometers from Luanda. This natural wonder can be found in Angola's rainforest, in an unusual landscape with a wide variety of vegetation. The horseshoe-shaped falls allows us to appreciate nature's beauty at its finest. They are the largest waterfalls in Angola and the second largest in Africa, just behind Victoria Falls, are number 1 of the list. It is 105 meters high and 410 meters broad. Hey explorers, did we miss out any waterfall? Leave your thoughts in the comments and do not forget to subscribe and also share with your friends.